Good morning, this is Patty Newby, your loan designer. Today we're going to talk a little bit about bank statements and also gift funds. What's a bank statement? A bank statement is an entire bank statement. It has your account number on it, your name, your address, the balance, and all the details. Sometimes when you're going online to pull a bank statement, you might get an activity sheet or you might want to cross certain items out. We need the entire thing and we need no blackout marks on that bank statement to document your down payment and the funds needed to close. So we'll ask to get 2 months of your bank statement. Now, when we review those bank statements, all of your deposits must be sourced. So when you have a pay stub from your employer, in that detail, it's going to say employer, or IRS refund, or maybe it's a transfer from your checking to your savings account. All those are wonderful. But if you go out and, for example, sell something to a friend or on eBay, we are going to need the documentation and the receipt and the item, what that was. Otherwise, we cannot count that money for your earnest money. It's still in your checking account, but it is not going to be counted or be able to be used for your down payment. That is a bank statement, and we'll need a couple of months of those to close on your mortgage. Now, you might be thinking, what happens if I need a gift? Sometimes your family member will give you a wonderful blessing of a gift to help with that down payment or funds needed to close. That's perfectly fine. There's a couple of different ways to do that. The easiest and best way is that we will recommend is to wire that money directly to the title company. So if you have a conventional, conforming, Freddie, Fannie loan, those are all interchangeable words on that product, the only thing we need to do is get a gift letter signed by you and the donor or your family member and a copy of the wire. So it is very easy. We do gift funds all the time. But sometimes mom or dad will want to give you a check. It's just easier for them. Please do not take that check, because if we do, we're going to have to get some extra paperwork from mom and dad. The next thing is on FHA or VA, I still recommend that we wire those loans, wire those funds to the bank, but we will need to get mom or dad's bank statements showing where that money came from. The fact that we do this as early as possible and communicate well is essential to a smooth closing. Let me give you some examples now of what we need when we talk about sourced funds. So, for example, if mom is giving you $10,000 and you're on FHA, VA, this is also jumbo, or if you decide to go ahead and accept mom's check versus wiring it, we will need to get mom's bank statements showing where the funds came from. And we need to get 2 months. So that's what, 10 pages or so? Okay. Now, maybe mom doesn't keep all of her money in their checking account because she has it in her savings account or mutual funds. So now we have to go find out where mom brought this money. So now we need to go get another 10 or 20 pages from mom to document this. And I've seen times where mom transferred it from a mutual fund to her checking or savings to sit there, and then to her checking or savings, the other one, and then transferred it to you. So we have to go follow the money trail or the funds trail wherever that leads us. And that can be very time consuming and frustrating. So what we want to do is, number one, we discuss it up front. We wire it. We follow the advice of the team so we can make it a pleasant and 5-star experience for you. And we get that done as quickly as possible so that we have a great 3-week closing or less. Those are some things about funds. Now, let's say your own bank statement. Sometimes you may have a checking or savings account at one bank, let's call it Bank 1, and some more money at Bank 2, and then maybe a smaller bank or some national places that don't have local banks at Bank 3. And you have $20,000 that you're bringing to closing. We have to get all these bank statements to document where you're having your money for your funds. And when you move them around at the last minute, then we have to go back and ask you for more paperwork. So I always recommend, right after our consultation appointment, start consolidating your money. Get it into one place that you can write a cashier's check from, or wire those funds to the down payment, do a wiring to the title company for that down payment to make it as easy as possible. And remember, we're asking you for 2 months of bank statements for every account that you have where you're going to use the funds. So if in every one you have cash deposits, we have to source those or we cannot use them. Sometimes a client will go get a paycheck because they don't put it in the bank of $5,000. And they put $2,000 here and $500 here, and they keep some for their own personal cash. We like to have some cash on hand, right? We have to source all that, and depending on how it's coming in and what deposits, if it doesn't match your pay stub, we may or may not be able to use those funds. So this is why I sit down with my clients. Sometimes we're doing it on the telephone. It's very important to have a consultation appointment. It's very important to get your paperwork in early, and we'll do an awesome job for you. Just 1 out of every 10 or 20 hiccups when people start moving around, playing what I call the shell game. We don't want any frustrations. So always call us. The team is always here for you. We are happy to and try to make this as smooth and beautiful of an experience as possible. But being prepared and organized is the keys to getting the key into your new house. For yourself. All right. Thanks. You can always reach me at 214-532-8479, text or phone. Thank you very much.